Hello, I'm Emma.
So, I was digging through an old box the other day. You know the kind. Full of forgotten notebooks, ticket stubs, and a shocking number of charger cords for phones that no longer exist. And I found this letter. I wrote it to myself 10 years ago. I was 25. And let me tell you, 25-year-old Emma, she had a lot of questions. She was so busy running, trying to build a life, that she forgot to figure out what kind of life she actually wanted to live. It got me thinking, if I could sit down with her now, with that young woman full of equal parts fire and fear, what would I say? Not with big, fancy words, but with simple, clear truths it took me a decade to learn. Truths about worry, about time, about love, about what it means to be okay. So, this isn't a lecture. Think of it as a chat. A conversation from my 35-year-old self to me at 25. And if any of it sounds useful to you, well, I'm glad. Here's what I'd tell her. Advice number 1. Your job is not your identity. I can see her now, my 25-year-old self, staying late at the office, answering emails at midnight, feeling that tight knot in her stomach on Sunday evenings. She thought if she just got the right title, the right salary, the right recognition, then she would be someone. Then she would be valuable. And I would take her hand and I would say, you are not your business card. You are not your performance review. That is a thing you do, it is not who you are. Think of it like this. You have a cup, a nice big cup, and you pour all your water, all your energy, your passion, your sense of worth, into one single thing, your job. What happens if that cup gets knocked over? If you lose that job, or you have a bad boss, or the company changes?
All your water is gone.
You are left completely, utterly empty. But what if, instead, you had many cups? A cup for your friendships, a cup for your family, a cup for a silly hobby you love, like painting bad landscapes or growing weird-looking herbs on your windowsill. A cup for just being quiet, for walking, for reading a book for no reason. Your job is one cup. An important one, maybe. It can hold water, but it cannot hold all of you, because you are so much bigger, so much more interesting than any single title could ever contain. When you make your job your entire identity, you become fragile. One crack and everything shatters. Spread yourself out. Be a friend, a daughter, a learner, a maker of terrible soup. Let your job be a part of your life, not the whole story. The story of you is a much better read, I promise. Advice number 2. The time you waste is not wasted time. You're going to feel so guilty. Guilty for sleeping in on a Saturday. Guilty for watching 3 movies in a row. Guilty for staring at the ceiling just thinking. You will call this unproductive. You will feel like you are falling behind.
Stop it. Right now.
That voice in your head, the one that says you must always be optimizing, always be achieving, always be moving forward. That voice is a terrible tour guide for a human life. Life is not a spreadsheet. You cannot maximize it. Those quiet moments, those seemingly empty hours, that is not wasted time. That is your mind breathing. That is your soul repairing itself. Think of your brain like a garden. You cannot just plant, harvest, harvest all the time. You need fallow periods. You need to let the land just rest. Let the sun hit it. Let the rain fall. Sitting with a cup of tea doing nothing is a radical act of being. It is in those moments that ideas quietly bubble up. That sadness you've been pushing down finally gets heard. That joy you rushed past has a chance to catch up to you. So, schedule your nothing. Block it out in your calendar if you have to. And when you are in it, don't call it lazy. Call it essential maintenance. The most productive thing you can do for your future self is to sometimes give your present self absolutely nothing to do. Advice number 3. You cannot think your way into a new life. You must live your way into new thinking. Oh, this is a big one. 25-year-old me loved to think. She loved to plan, to analyze, to imagine 100 different futures. She would lie in bed and think, once I feel more confident, I'll speak up in that meeting. Or, once I understand myself better, I'll start dating. Or, once I have the perfect plan, I'll launch that project. It's all backwards. You have it all backwards. Confidence does not come before the action. Confidence is what you get after you do the scary thing. It's the reward. You cannot wait to feel ready. You will never feel ready. You want to be a writer? Don't sit and think about being a writer. Write one bad sentence, then another. The thinking will follow the doing. You want to be more social? Don't analyze your personality. Text a friend.
Go to one event.
The comfort comes from the action, not the other way around. Your brain is like a guard dog. Its job is to keep you safe, which means it hates anything new or risky. It will throw 1,000 worried thoughts at you to stop you. What if you fail? What if they laugh? What if it's hard? The trick is not to argue with the dog. You cannot outthink fear. You simply thank the dog for its warning. Thanks for looking out for me, brain. And then you gently step forward anyway. You do the small, tiny, almost silly version of the thing. Action, even the smallest action, tells your brain a new story. It says, see, we survived. That was okay. And slowly, your thinking changes to match what you're already doing. Don't prepare forever. Begin poorly. Begin clumsily. The clarity you're searching for is on the other side of starting, not before it. Advice number 4, protect your peace like it's your full-time job. You don't realize this yet, but your energy, your attention, your inner quiet, these are your most precious currencies. And the world is trying to spend them for you. Every angry notification, every draining person who only talks about their problems, every news cycle designed to make you feel afraid and small, it's all trying to steal your peace. And you will let it, because you'll think being informed, being available, being nice is more important than being sane. It is not. Protecting your peace is not selfish. It is your fundamental duty to yourself. You cannot pour from an empty cup, remember? How can you be a good friend, a creative force, a kind person if inside you are a battlefield? So, you must become a guard at the gate of your own mind. You get to decide what gets in. That means you can put your phone in another room. You can say no to an invitation without giving a perfect excuse. You can leave a conversation that is just gossip and complaining. You can unfollow accounts that make you feel less than. You can decide that for 1 hour tonight, you will not solve any problems. You will just exist. This is not about building a bubble. It's about building a foundation, a strong, calm center. From that center, you can engage with the messy, noisy world without it drowning you out. You can choose what you give your energy to instead of having it taken from you. Your peace is the soil where everything good in your life grows. Don't let anyone trample on it. Advice number 5. The quality of your life is the quality of your questions. The questions you ask yourself every day, they shape your entire world. They are the steering wheel for your thoughts. If you wake up and ask, what's wrong with me? Why does this always happen to me? Why am I not good enough? Your brain will go to work. It will become a detective, searching all your memories for proof that you are flawed, that life is unfair. And it will find that proof. It will serve it to you on a platter all day long. But what if you ask different questions? Not positive thinking, not fake, shiny questions, but honest, curious ones. Instead of, what's wrong with me? Try, what is one small thing I need right now? Instead of, why does this always happen? Try, what can I learn from this situation? Instead of, why am I not good enough? Try, who is one person I can be kind to today? The questions are like doors. The first set of questions open doors into dark. cramped rooms full of old worries. The second set open doors into hallways with light at the end. You are not lying to yourself. You are simply choosing which doors to walk through. Your brain will follow the question you give it. So, give it a good one. Ask, what is going well? Ask, what am I grateful for right in this moment? Ask, what would be a fun, tiny adventure today? The answer might surprise you. It might change your whole day. It might, over time, change your whole life. Advice number 6, you will outgrow people. Let them go gently. This will be one of the hardest lessons. You will have friends who feel like family. You will love them deeply. And then, slowly, or sometimes suddenly, you will realize the path is forking. You are changing. They are staying the same, or they are changing in a different direction. It will hurt. You will try to force it. You will hold on to the ghost of the old friendship, feeling lonelier in its presence than in its absence. Not everyone is meant to travel the whole road with you. Some people are there for a season, for a specific chapter. They help you learn a lesson. They provide comfort during a storm. They share laughter at a certain time. And when that season ends, the friendship often naturally ends too. It doesn't mean it wasn't real or important. It means it is complete. Holding on to a friendship that has run its course is like trying to wear a coat you loved when you were 15. It doesn't fit anymore. It restricts your movement. It doesn't keep you warm. It just reminds you of a time that is gone. Letting go is not a dramatic fight. It is a quiet understanding. It is less texting. It is not forcing plans. It is wishing them well, in your heart, from a distance. It is making space for new people who fit the person you are becoming. You are a river, always moving, always changing. Some rocks will stay with you for the whole journey. Others will simply be part of the bank you flowed past for a while. Both were necessary. Thank them and keep flowing. Advice number 7. The love you are looking for is the love you must build within yourself first. You are going to spend a lot of time looking for someone to complete you, to make you feel whole, secure, exciting, valuable. You will think a partner will be the missing piece to your puzzle. That is a heavy thing to put on another person. No one can be your missing piece. You must become your own complete picture first. The love you can give to another person is only as deep as the love you have for yourself. It's true. If you are constantly criticizing yourself, feeling not good enough, where is the love supposed to come from? You will either look for someone to fix you, which never works, or you will push away good love because you don't believe you deserve it. Building love for yourself is not about vanity. It's about becoming your own best friend. It's about talking to yourself the way you would talk to a scared child, with kindness, with patience. It's about trusting your own decisions. It's about taking care of your body not because you hate it, but because it houses you. It's about setting boundaries because you respect your own limits. When you start to build that home within yourself, a warm, sturdy home, then you can invite someone else in. Not because you need a place to live, but because you want to share your space. That is a completely different kind of love. It's not needy. It's not fearful. It's generous. It's choice, not desperation. You are the one you are waiting for. Start being kind to that person. Start listening to her. Start building a life she enjoys living alone. Then, if someone wonderful comes along, it's a beautiful bonus. A partnership of two whole people, not two halves trying to make a confusing whole. So there it is. The letter I wish I had. It all comes down to this, really. Be gentle. Be curious. Be brave in small ways. Your life is not a thing to be built in a day like a Lego set. It is a garden to be tended slowly, with patience. Some days you plant. Some days you water. Some days you just pull a few weeds. And some days you simply sit in the sun and appreciate what is already growing. You are doing better than you think. You know more than you believe. And the time you have, this very ordinary, beautiful day, is the only time there ever is to start. Just start.